Alright, now we're going to work on our first dungeon. This is the Cathedral, and momentary pause as I'm going to bring up something called a Lua script. And this is going to put all sorts of stuff on the screen, most of which we actually don't care about in glitchless play. But it's going to serve some purpose, and that'll become more apparent as we go along. So first thing in the Cathedral is you walk straight up, edge of these steps, you find the Guardia crest, which is how you find out something insidious is going on here. You can see how much HP these Nagaets have. They're 60 each, how much damage I'm doing. Now obviously this Lua script is not suitable for any race purposes. But for demonstrating how these dungeons work, etc., it's going to provide a lot of valuable information, so I'll be using it while in these areas, and in particular it'll show how to avoid monsters, which will become more apparent after the Naga hits. Also, this is me at level 5. Obviously I have Rocket Punch too, which is helping speed this fight up. And now we're going to clean this up. One of the biggest reasons to come to the Cathedral as early as you can is much how Glenn temporarily joins your party here in the original game. We're going to have a character join us right now. And, as it happens, that is Glenn. There are text box reductions involved here. It's built in as a quality of life thing to the randomizers, so it does help. I don't want to make special. Clear the Nagaets, play the organ, character joins. I'm going to keep the power glove on Glenn for now. Alright, first fight here, the Diablos. They're easy to walk around, you can see them. You can pick up 2 treasures there, no fights. The infamous Nagaet Bromide Room. Megatron Arm is a very nice weapon for Robo. You can see that's a huge increase in his attack. And if you investigate there, you'll get the Bromide. I don't need it. It just leads to a magic tab, and it leads to another fight. So I'm going to skip that, because also part of this is I'm showing you how to avoid every fight you can avoid. More treasure. Push the switch. Free tab right here. This is a very newbie-friendly dungeon. You can see these enemies, you can see how to avoid them, and I managed to trigger one anyways. But these are runnable, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. This room has nothing of value to us. This one has a bit more value. So we've got 2 treasure chests here. Slasher's a good weapon for Chrono. Heal is a utility item. It'll clear Berserk. Not Berserk, Chaos. Bolt Sword, Ether. And as long as we just move like that, you don't get that fight. This one you're going to get as soon as you try and leave the room. Can't run away, so we're gonna have to finish these guys off. Oh, I was on memory and aura. That's my fault. Big hit from Robo because he's got that big Megatron arm. It's not uncommon to find a good weapon very early in the going. Spread that damage out so it does the most value for us. And just like that, we got the Nashers cleared. So that's all the side exploration of the Cathedral. Now the Diablo's very easy to get past. Nasher's very easy to get past. Again. And there's our first save point. Now the other thing I want to show is where to get experience when you need it. Come to the south of these two Nashers, walk up this fight. Now in the vanilla speedrun glitchless, you would use Firewhirl here with Chrono and Luca and one-shot this fight. And that's a big part of whether or not some place is good for experience, is how fast you can clear it. If you were able to one-round those Nagaets with Lynn and Marley, that would be much more helpful. 350 experience for that fight. It's a very good one. Anytime you kill the Nashers, you're getting revives. That's vanilla behavior. Also very useful. Treasure's Med Tonic. This dude's asleep. We don't have to fight him. Just run to the side and we avoid any encounters there. Don't actually have to press the switch. Stay low, you won't get an encounter there. Gloom and Glow Helmet. Avoid the somersaulting dude. No encounter there. Push the switch. Lowers the spikes. And we're about to get in a fight, so let's heal up. Robo. And do this thing. The henches are designed to be defeated with magic, so that can be a bit of an annoyance in the early game when you just don't have it yet. Luca's Flame Toss, very useful if you have access to it at this stage of the game. But still. Robo's gonna punch things. He's very good at punching things right now. Obviously I'm going through these things real quick because it came in at level 5 and that just really sped up the place. You can come in at a lower level if you want to work your way through it, but personally I think those initial levels help a lot. Recurring theme for me is that levels in an RPG don't solve every problem, but they solve a lot of them. And again, I'm saying south of this carpet to avoid an encounter there. Alright, run fast. Right. Right. Save point. 3 encounters skipped there. Save. And at level 10, ready for the boss. This vanilla where we fight Yakra. One things Wings of Time does do is shuffle the bosses around. This has been a big part of the development of the randomizer so far, is making sure the bosses work in various places. And you can see by the sprite this is going to be Yakra the 13th. It's got a slurp cut, we'll make use of that. And we can see he's got 920 HP, so similar, if not the same, to what Yakra would have here. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted the Lewis script on, is show what the boss HP is like. That won't cure status, so we're not going to bother. Obviously, Yakra 13th has been very toned down to work in this spot. And one more rocket punch and we'll win. Obviously, adjust your tactics as needed for this fight. But this was a good easy one. And remember that because this is Yakra, there's going to be that final counterattack. But our HP is all really good for this spot, so we'll be fine. There he goes. And that is our first boss down. It's not quite the end of the story for the Cathedral, though, so we're going to hang on to this for just a moment. The Queen says thank you. Get just a fang for treasure, and we go back to the castle. Now, the other thing that defeating the Cathedral does for you, it does not give you an item, but it gives you a character. And that character is located where you would have Marley rejoin. So up in the Queen's room here. And there's Ayla. And that's my party now.